You guys want to recap? You guys want to do the recap?
That's Dan's forte.
Do a little note overview.
I have my notes.
Would you like to indulge us? Only if you want. You don't have to if you want to.
Um. uh, well, the main thing is Rain is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Remove curse. We haven't tried yet because no one's seen it yet. Um. Dinner went well. Father seems a little fishy. Um. Kazuku sat under a tree.
He spent the night there.
Yeah, spent the night outside under a tree, so that's probably a good thing. I'd say the most important thing that came out of it, not to cut anyone else's stuff short, is after I spoke to Adam, he
Mm-hmm.
hinted that one of you motherfuckers is really dumb, and uh, the answer to my question on who the woman was in his father's room, top left desk drawer. So, his room or Ron's room.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke him up first before going in, because it's his house. You know what I mean? And
Right.
when I went in there, we found a blade that only he could grab. We did identify it, but I don't remember what it said. But whenever he set it down and walked away, or if I picked it up, I think it would return to his hand.
Mm-hmm.
We saw some woman in the shadows that disappeared. I think it was the lady from the painting. Um, but it all started with this argument going on and a lot of noise going on in the room, and we heard a gunshot. So they have guns. That's a good sign.
Yeah, you
When we
guys
came
heard
in,
the
that's what we
argument.
saw. So we decided to leave because people were coming. And I have his name, Alder Haas, I believe it was.
Adler, yeah.
Adler, sorry. I wrote Alder for some reason. He was coming down the hall, and Uran was trying to hide the blade. Uran rolled fucking phenomenally, and I tried to distract him with my bird. My bird, Rain, decided he was going to fuck up some dude's face, got destroyed himself, and then that's about all I care to divulge. We went to
Okay.
bed.
Okay. So that'll be kind of a reflection on notes there. We now bring to where Adam was approaching, well, actually entering the room of Aislynn and Kill. Uh, Much like before, he wears a very nice pinstripe suit. His hair well kept, a nice clean shave. I've heard you wanted to speak to me, Mr. Noble. And looks to you, Kill, as he kind of closes the door behind him, making sure that it's also locked.
Look to Kyo and look to Adam.
Aislynn, would you mind leaving the room?
I'm gonna narrow my eyes. What are you doing, Kyo?
It's gonna kill you.
Shring!
Just keeping my word and trying to fulfill my duty.
I'll walk over to the bed and sit down. Go ahead.
Very well. I'll look at Asmodeus. So
You
it's
can,
come to my attention that
you
one
can
of
call
my
me Adam. It's okay to call me Adam.
come to my attention that you've made a deal with one of my companions that has left her no way home.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, yeah.
He just told me.
So, Why do you want me? Here, of all places. And looking
I,
around the room,
I
he
need to
rolls
change
himself.
that.
You want to change what she already willingly gave. Okay. I'm always up for more deals. So, I mean,
What did
indulge
she give?
in your offer. And do you need something?
What did she give?
She chose to allow me something or other, but it costed her not to return home, so she's stuck here.
Oh,
She didn't give up much. So what were you
I have
saying?
much to offer, but in return for allowing her to be able to return home,
Uh,
how do you feel about a paladin's service in death?
Holy men, the stench of your justice and your ever-eluding forces of wanting to protect her are great and all, but it's disgusting at times. I'm not very fond of such rituals. I'll tell you what. If you're willing, perhaps maybe convince Arya. Maybe I can make a deal with you. I would like to ask if you can have her sacrifice the memory and knowledge of the Nine Hells.
Say that again. Sorry.
You ain't here.
so you want her to exchange her sacrifice to instead giving up her trip home to give up all her memory knowledge of the Nine Hells?
I would actually be okay with her going home. Granted, you still bring me the soul of Gargos, but I would like to add that I want Arya to be unable to remember her son and to lose knowledge of myself in the Nine Hells.
So return home
I,
but forget her son?
Of course.
I can't offer up what's not mine.
I mean, that's why I asked if you could maybe convince her. Maybe I can lighten things up in the future for you in your retrieval of a said soul that she's been sent across to retrieve. Unless you don't want my help, then by all means, valiant heroes make their metal their own way.
Afraid that's a deal I can't accept.
Well, shame that she can't go and see her son or return home. But
If she returns home but can't remember her son, that's horrible.
well, she can see him all she wants.
But she won't know him.
Regardless, I'm not here to cry over sorrowful tears. I was here in hopes to make a deal. But seeing as things aren't really in my favor, I choose to fold, I guess. Unless you wish to reconsider. I could stay a bit longer.
No, I don't think that's a deal I can make.
All right, suit yourself. Uh, Servitude is always great for someone, but that's not what I'm really looking for. So, in case you rethink something a bit more enticing, perhaps summon me at a later date. But don't do it too often, because then I get cranky.
Very well.
Well then, as you guys kind of talk for this, we'll say about an hour or so. Every now and then, Adam would be seen looking to the window of the chambers. You'd hear him speak. It would seem to me you would have had some company had you not prepared for tonight. I think you would have become overrun. You both looked to the window to see undead gathered at the window.
Didn't I have that aura that prevents undead from coming in?
They're not coming in, they're outside still, like on the window.
It's
They're not
a
even on the
1,000
window.
miles.
1,000 miles.
Yeah.
So you would see a lot of that, like the radiant energy burning off of them
Hmm.
and like destroying them,
Ugh.
but they're not moving or seeming very hostile.
Ugh.
Their lifeless bodies eagerly await for you. The way these creatures look are very twisted corpses with blackened eye sockets that look to pierce into a darkened void.
Ugh.
The flesh dried and rotted, peels and flakes as if so fragile against this grand spell you placed before the manor. They wait there, staring, focused on the prey of a small girl and her light. Uh, One thing stands out from these creatures. It's a sickly greenish hue that illuminates from their corpses. Some sort of blight. You would both turn to face Adam as he is no longer there. You go to look towards the window, and the creatures begin to turn to ash and dissipate before you. It would seem your spell, if not placed before bed, an ambush would have occurred.
Ugh. I think we better go talk to the others. But before that, and I'll turn to look at Kyo very sternly. Kyo, kneel.
Take a knee.
And I reel back and I slap him. I understand you had Arya at heart, but do you know who you were making a deal with? Do you know what it could have cost you?
I do. This was. This had to do with more than Arya.
No, just get down on my knee, my knee, and I'll hug Kyo. You're important too, Kyo. Don't give yourself up that easily.
I just need everybody at their best.
Well, you're not your best if you're giving up your soul, Kyo.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna ask you to never do that again.
As you wish.
And I'll stand up and let him go. I'm sorry I hit you.
May have been
Go ahead, go ahead.
deserved.
I'll just nod. Let's go find the others. We have something important to discuss.
Okay. It's still rather late, but you can leave the chambers. You go to open the door, it's still locked.
Oh, for Matt, unlock the door.
Yeah.
Oh, silly me. And I'll unlock it. Do I have messages?
Easy enough. Unlocked.
I'm trying to see if I have message to message Ari. I don't think I do though. Roll 20, taking forever to load. There we go. I don't, so I would just go find her.
Okay. Those are your rules for the day. Gotcha.
Well, for the morning.
Yeah, once you rested. Were you guys leaving the chambers or are you staying here?
Kyo, do you have message?
Not in my forte.
Damn it. And it's really late. Like everyone should probably be asleep by now, I would assume. Oops.
It is late, yeah, but I mean, you can still traverse the mansion if you wish.
It's probably important. Let's go find them, Kyo.
I would say for brevity's
well,
sake, you do know where people's rooms are at.
Okay. Then I'll knock on Arya's door.
No answer.
Yeah, there would be no answer in her chamber.
I'll open the door and peek in. Hello?
You open the door and it creaks. The bed is finely made, and it seems like no one's stayed here.
Everybody had their own room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know Kazuko's outside.
Hence my message saved Kazuku's ass with that 1,000-mile fucking ward.
You'd like me to go check on him?
Well, we probably shouldn't go solo, so let's go run out to Kazuko.
Okay. You guys exit the mansion, the grand doors of the front foyer. He still remains under the tree. You could see him from the kind of stoop of this manor. You approach him if you wish, which I assume you guys probably do. But
Yeah.
he seems to be unharmed and undisturbed.
Poke.
But you see him moving around a bit. Kind of see that he is having a type of nightmare of some sort.
Oh, I'll wake up. Or I'll wake up. I'll walk up and I'll stroke his hair. Kazuko, wake up.
Kazuko, you'd wake up but a bit startled.
Oh, it's just you, Aislynn.
There's zombies out here, so you should probably come inside.
I need to talk to you guys about something.
Okay, we need to find the others, because like I said, there's zombies outside. You should come inside. And there's something else that should probably be discussed.
I'm not worried about zombies. I'm kind of god of radiance. It's kind of my thing to kill them.
I'll just roll my eyes. Yeah, Mr. Radiance. Let's go inside, please.
I'll follow you.
I'll grab his hand and start tugging.
Okay. Now you guys walk back in, closing the door behind you. I assume you're looking for Arya or Owens?
Both of them. Well, yeah, go find Arya first. Which they're together, aren't they?
If that is what you come to a conclusion, maybe they are. So I assume you would go to Ern's room, come into that kind of deduction.
Yeah.
And when you approach his room, you would see a bedroll in front of the door, and then the person is covered. You can tell someone's sleeping inside that bedroll in front of his door.
I'm inside his room, just so you know.
That's right.
Oh. I'll pull the bedroll back and peek.
It's just a pillow.
Yeah, you just see a pillow.
I'll tuck it back in, like, and then tuck it in all nice. Okay.
It says to her, "Thank you." I'm just kidding.
And I'll knock on the door.
Huron, put it away. I think there's someone knocking on your door. I wouldn't want them to see you like this.
I put my book away.
I set my spell book to the side and make my clothes reappear.
We're decent.
I'll open the door. Hi, there's zombies outside.
I'm just kidding. We're not decent.
Too late, I'm already looking. Oh, hi, Arya. You're flying free. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so there's zombies outside.
That's good. Hopefully you didn't go outside and you came to alert us first.
There's
Yeah.
I give her a look. Why did you go
Jeez.
outside without us?
I point to Kazuko.
You could have came to us and we could have just sent him a message. You have message, don't you, Huron?
I do. I think I'm able to send.
To be
messages.
fair, we went to your room first, but you weren't there.
They're not. I mean, okay. I'm glad you're okay. I pat her on the head.
Also, he told me the deal you made.
I look at Kyo. You told her?
Not him.
Who told you I made a deal?
The one that you made a deal with.
I start to make myself look a lot bigger than usual. Aislynn Amaris.
What?
Never listen to the Lord of Lies. Don't make deals. Don't say anything rude.
Get in
You
between them.
are important.
What?
I grab Kyo by the armor. And you. Good to see you.
I didn't make a deal.
Then who tried to make a deal?
I just awkwardly glance at Kyo real quick. No one.
I grab him by his neck and lift him up.
Arya.
I
Alright.
trusted you, Kyo. I trusted you.
Calm down.
He had your interest at heart.
I'm aware he did. He's a good man. But I did not tell you that.
I already slapped
To
him.
make
Can you
me-
put him down?
I put him down. Why would you slap Kyo?
Because he was gonna. He was
Look
gonna
at
make a
you,
deal.
growing up to be a lot like me. I pat her on the head again.
Oh, I hope not, and I'll cover my chest. Like, I don't want to expose myself like you do.
Kyo, I get it. And I thank you for being that good of a friend. But I already hold enough guilt. I would hate to have yours, too.
You didn't have to do
And I
that
give
for
him
me,
a hug.
Arya.
Thank you.
This wasn't just about you.
Kyo, I consider you a very good human being. As far as humans
I'm
go.
not human.
What are you?
He's an elf.
Half elf.
Well, you're half human.
Just change it. You're half. Okay, I'm still getting the half elf
yeah.
down. Okay, so you're a half elf, and you're a tiefling, and you're a high elf. Got it. I
Mhm.
sent a message to Kyo. No, I really do appreciate it, but never again.
Arya.
Not on my behalf.
Arya.
Unless my message is over. Don't respond to this.
You gave a lot for my papa and me.
I gave no more than anyone would.
But you can't.
We all went to the underworld, did we not?
But you can't see your son anymore.
Who said anything about that having to do with your father?
Well,
Or you?
you made a deal with Adam, didn't you?
Yes, to kill Gargos.
But I was right there when you made a deal. I just didn't know what you gave up.
What did I give up?
Your trip home.
Yes, but that is something for me to know and me to deal with. And I am far gifted in magic to be bound by that.
So you'll find a way back to your son?
Me personally? No.
Oh.
But there are ways around the rule. I simply can't go home to see him. And I wink at her.
Oh, I get it. So, and I'll go look outside the window. Zombies.
Big
Yes.
zombie
When
in
you
my.
look outside the window, it would seem peaceful.
There was some at my window. My spell got him though.
Are you sure it wasn't just a figment of your imagination?
I cast see invisibility on Euron and myself.
Okay.
So,
If you look about in the room, nothing seems off.
Sorry, I'm back.
Well, he has dark vision. He can see outside, right?
If he looks outside, you would see it. It's peaceful and quiet as well.
Oh, guys,
Yes.
Celty is in trouble.
She's in trouble. What do you mean?
Someone has her in an Iron Maiden, sapping the life essence out of her.
This from a vision.
Yes, she prayed to me.
Sorry, pardon. Have I ever met Salty?
I believe once, and that was during that tournament that Ateneo interrupted.
So would I be able to locate creature her or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can attempt to locate.
Please do.
And I'll cast locate creature Salty.
Okay. Okay. It's got 1,000 feet. It's moving. You know it's moving. Nearest creature. When you cast locate creature, you feel your spell does not latch on to anything within its max range.
For some reason, I have a feeling it's how to describe it. It's the technology was advanced, but not Aegis advanced. More of the people here.
What is there a range on scrying?
There's
No.
none, I believe.
They just have to
Just
fail a
on-
wisdom save.
on the same plane, I think, as well.
Just tease them.
I can attempt to scry.
That would be nice. Very nice.
Okay. And then I cast scrying.
Okay.
Do you need me to put it up?
No.
Okay.
Just trying to make sure he doesn't have any this is okay. Scry. When you go to scry, you cast the spell on the person that you're explaining. The spell begins to leave the mansion, but then begins to drop as it does so.
My spell drops.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that that thing they're working on is interfering with me trying to find Celty.
So I probably can't pull her to this side with gate either. If that's the case, if it's dropping my spell.
If I found out, Look,
I'll put my hand on his arm. We'll get her back.
I'm trying not to be as violent as I used to be.
I know you are.
I want to try to ask them and give them a chance to tell me the truth before I decide to do anything else.
Remember this, though, Kazuko.
Hmm.
Fear could be a good reason for someone to not tell the truth. Remember that.
Then, if I find out they're lying, but it's because of fear, I'll give them a chance to reprimand themselves. If they don't want to, then I can't really tell you what's gonna happen after that.
And I just frown.
You have my word, I won't do it if it's not justified.
I mean, if someone took Celti and it means this much to you, then it would be a bad day for them.
We'll get her back. Don't worry.
I have to protect her. If not, then the Bohannon family saving me was all for naught. I can't protect their daughter.
I would agree and support you on it. But as Aislynn said, let's first find out where they're at, figure out a way to get them back, and not get any casualties of war. You don't want to fuck around and accidentally kill 82,000 people, do you?
I'll try not to.
Did I already tell everybody what I found out about the relic? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. Do we have anything that's anti-scrying? Let me see if we do. Not Kiro. Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any anti-scrying spells?
No, but if you were to fall, I could cause your body to fall lighter to the ground.
Well, thank you. If I ever need Featherfall, I'll ask.
That's the one that's.
I'm stupid.
Might find that useful.
Let's go outside real quick.
Hold on.
Hmm?
I'm looking. I think I actually can do it.
My house can do it, so.
Yeah, without having to go outside. I don't know what spell Tiny Hut is, though.
Leoman's tiny hut?
Yeah.
I think you can still scry in it.
You can. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, do you really want to go outside right now?
I mean, I thought there were zombies outside.
I've got my.
I mean, she is the most gifted fighter of us all.
No, I'm not.
And say if we do, what are we trying to do in the house?
I just have something to tell you. I
Okay.
promise I didn't get in trouble this time, Aria. Before.
I believe you.
Okay.
I mean, nothing can be worse than what you started out the conversation with.
The zombies outside?
No, the devil.
Oh. I started the conversation with there's zombies outside.
I'm sorry. When you hear zombies versus the devil, excuse me for going straight to the devil.
Okay, let's go.
All right,
So
I'll follow her.
go outside and cast my.
Ooh, Aislynn, before you do,
Hmm?
I summon Rain.
Oh!
He's not feeling too well.
Turned inside out.
Well, that's a story for another time. Can you cast Remove Curse on him?
Let's see. Where is it? Getting bulk. No, bless. Which level spell is that? Oh, there it is. Curse!
You cast Remove Curse on it. You feel the spell wash over,
Mm-hmm.
and it does correct portions of this.
So it looks like it might take several charges of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But it is aiding Rain.
okay, I think it's gonna take a couple.
I
let's-
could
How
help
many
with that tomorrow.
huh?
How many can you cast?
I could help. I would help
So
with that,
two more remove curses.
Yes, I only say this because someone may be looking for me to have my friend, and if it's inside out, then he might know. If you know what I'm saying.
If someone has seen Rain, wouldn't it be just smart to keep Rain hidden the whole time?
Yeah, definitely. But
Oh.
if I need him, I don't want him to be inside out.
So how does two more inside? I mean, how two more inside outs? How... two more remove curses.
I mean, I'll have to try to see.
Oh,
I did two more.
Okay. You do two more, and he does seem to. It's very painful looking, but it does seem to revert in a way that's a bit more comfortable. The only thing that's wrong is his left leg is a bit deformed, but most of him is in far better shape than he was in his previous state.
Okay. I guess I'll cast it one more time on a higher level.
Okay.
I mean,
When you cast it at a higher level, his leg is returned, and you would see like this very purplish, kind of darkened essence wash away.
I'd like to. Shit, I can't do anything.
Hmm?
Can I cast detect magic? No, that won't do anything. It'll just pop everything up. Fuck it. Can I inspect it real quick while it's washing away? Or is it only her that sees it?
It's like a vapor, so the moment you see it, it just kind of
It's
like
gone. It's
yeah.
cool. Okay.
Okay.
Rain gives her a big hug.
I'll pet him. Feel better, Rain?
He nods and then reaches into your pouch and takes a seat or whatever you have.
Okay, then safe haven.
Oh, you want to do that outside though, right?
Yeah, we're outside.
All right.
Well, no, right in the hallway. Fuck this house. Your house is ugly. No.
what do you mean? It's a grand old house.
It's
I do
kind of
make,
Resident
Rain
Evil-y.
disappear
It was never like this when I left. It was far less creepy.
But inside, I open the door and like gesture in, like, come on, shuffle in.
She seems to be in a hurry.
Go straight to her fridge. Anything I want's in here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I pull out 2 bottles of wine.
Roll my eyes. And once everybody's in, I'll shut the door and lock it.
Put one in my pack.
Oh my lord. You've got
The
to.
house
Huh?
secured, and I mean, you're safe within this house.
So I talked to Gregus about the relic that's inside me,
Mm-hmm.
and he says that it's very bad, and that I shouldn't use it, and that the only way for it to be destroyed is if I die.
Is it something you want to use?
Well, he said I shouldn't use it, that it'd be very bad for me and everyone around me.
Well, what would happen if you were to use it, hypothetically? What would you use it for?
Well, what I would intended to use it for was to help you guys, but I don't even remember what if he said what it would have. Did I even ask that? I can't remember. But very bad, very bad. And I think he said it can't come out unless I die too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it's pretty much stuck in here. And I'll pat my chest.
I mean, as long as you're to remain alive, I guess the relic will be safe, right? And at least it won't be used against us.
Yeah, but we also
It brings up another concern, though.
We also can't let anyone know that it's inside me.
Maybe you
We
should have
also
told
can't let you
us.
die.
I would prefer not to, thank you.
Well, if you do die, we don't know how long it'll take for him to, or whatever that is, to affect you.
um, I joined this group at a later time. What is this relic?
um, that is a good question. Did we ever?
I was unconscious.
I don't remember because what it was written down in the notebook that Dennis has in Ohio.
I'll allow some history checks from the parties that were there.
So let's see. History. Baka! 14.
Okay. Anyone else?
History?
Mark?
Arya.
I mean, I was technically unconscious.
Jesus.
Okay.
So it kind of fits. So Aislynn, the only thing you can recall of this relic is it was once an orb. Varen was trying to reach it, trying to make deals with robotic being. Uh, Gragas dealt with that very swiftly. So did you when you banished Varen. And for the fight between Gragas, this orb was shattered in half, infused in his hands, and was used to almost kill you and your party. But you managed to survive.
Ooh.
But when Gragas was transferred from Kazuko's Wraithblade, he was transferred into you along with the relic. So not much is known about the relic. All is known is that evil forces were trying to retrieve it. We don't know why.
Yeah. So lots of people want it. Lots of bad people.
If I recall, Tatsuo said something about it being potentially, um, it could endanger the world in the wrong hands.
It seems about
Does
what
it?
Greg has said.
Are you able to tell if it's like an evil relic or?
Well, I never tried to tap into it. Should
I mean,
I
it's
try to?
inside you. Can't you sense it?
Should I try to sense it?
Yeah, you're only using it very little, so I don't think.
I'll look to
You know,
Arya.
if the world were to end, it would only end by a little bit.
What?
You're trying to sense it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can try just ritual casting Identify on you.
Why don't you just look into yourself and try to feel for this relic, just to, I'm sure this relic would radiate some sort of
Okay.
intent, maybe. I don't know.
I'll sit on the couch, I guess, and
Okay.
I'll think about the energies we felt because I'm sure I got punched with it enough times. Try to think of that essence and then close my eyes and try to feel inside myself for something similar.
Okay. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh! A save?
These
She's only gonna die a little bit, guys. Just a little bit.
23!
23, very good. So, very much like an oracle, her eyes grow pure white, and a vision is shown to you all like via an arcane projection. In this projection, you would see a man that has been sitting on a mountaintop for quite some time looking for his home. You would see some wary travelers that look very familiar that assisted him on his way home. When you see him travel, he travels up towards the mountain, approaches this relic at the top, and then proceeds to be absorbed into this relic. And the way this relic looks is it's just a roundish bluish orb, almost cyan in color. Let me look at my notes here, see what I can give you. When this person is absorbed into this relic, you would see that not only was he succumbed into it, but there was also another entity inside, which is a woman. When joining, this relic began to glow. And this is when you see Baron to approach. He begins to babble and speak in a very kind of deranged type of way, where he would say that soon I will be able to resurrect the 4 ancient druids, and we will bring back nature to this realm with this darkened power. And he seems a bit mad when he's talking. He speaks about destroying this world of any humanoid races, and to let nature just kind of overgrow onto. When he goes to touch it, he is stopped by a robotic being that you guys know. I don't know if you wrote his name down, but I'll put it down if I can find it. Where are you? Mhm. Let's see.
Wow, Kyo, low blow.
To be fair, you haven't read it yet, right?
Huh? I just read it.
So to be fair,
No, I didn't have that name in my notes.
Okay.
Singer. This guy, Izzard ran into him before. Aislynn, you would know about him. He's the person that kept you on that boat.
Mm-hmm.
When this man approaches Varen, he kind of locks him into a kind of telekinetic state. And no matter how hard Varen struggles to reach for this relic, he's stopped by this person. Before too much goes on, that whole oracle phase would then drop before you get a point of exhaustion.
I have a point of exhaustion?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it would just drop and I would start like panting a little bit.
Senyaku, I remember him. Little marionette metal guy.
The man on the boat.
Yeah. The one that convinced you to.
Shut up! Leave my kidnapping alone.
Look how much you've grown.
What do you mean?
You went from getting kidnapped by a metal man to making deals with the devil.
I didn't make a deal. That was nobody.
Remember that. That's kidding. Well, I'm gonna do some research on this because I definitely don't want this haunting you or being released when you finally pass away. Something tells me we'll have to remove it.
Well, he said the only way to get it out is if I die. And then it would be destroyed if I die, I believe.
It would be destroyed if you died?
It has to be destroyed with me, right, DM? That's what he said?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, at least we know that your final days will be ridding the realm of something terrible. That's good, right?
Yeah. I don't... If they wanted to use it to destroy humanoids, I don't want any part of it. Well, I mean, I'm kind of part of it, but you know what I mean.
Reminds me, that idiot tried to tell us that he hated humanoids and he was a humanoid. What a fucking idiot.
Well, I know, it's silly, just like, you know, Dragonborns with tails.
I swear to you, I have never heard of that. I researched it, and there's no such thing.
I heard tails is quite silly.
Maybe the ones that do have tails, they have like some
Defects?
play they enjoyed called dragon tails or something. I
I
don't know.
don't know. Anyway.
So back to the problem at hand. Around how long has you said there has been no zombies on your like that before, right?
No, I just said this estate has been here for generations.
Also, I'm calling a 4 for the attempt for a potion. Damn it. Okay, no potion for me.
I would suggest to maybe for us to just retire for the night, given as some of us look quite exhausted.
We may not get an opportunity where people can't scry on us to tell them what happened tonight. Do you want to let them know what we witnessed today?
With the zombies?
Yes.
Oh, you mean they were...
Let me see. Let me look at my notes. I guess I would tell them what had happened. But was it you who told me about the letter in the drawer? It was you, right?
I did. Yes. I was informed by my visit from Adam that the answer to my question on who that lady was in the painting was located in Euron's room, father's room, in the top left drawer, I believe. Isn't that where we looked, Euron?
Let me see.
And then we heard some ruckus coming from his father's room, so I immediately grabbed Euron, and when we got close, we heard a gunshot. So Euron kicked in the door. Pretty impressive.
I did not kick in no door.
Someone kicked in the door. I don't.
Most definitely not me.
I want to clarify the forbidden spell. Sorry, I remembered it incorrectly. Just to get that out there. It was 40,000 square feet, so it's 7.5 miles, square miles, not 100.
Okay.
Sorry, just wanted to clear that out.
It still would have worked the same, so nothing too crazy.
Okay.
That's quite big. That encompasses nearly like a quarter of the estate.
Get out!
And then Euron noticed a shadow in the corner of the wall.
Something has happened to this house that maybe these foreigners brought it with them, or someone stumbled upon a weird artifact. But
you know, I'm starting.
Go ahead.
That vision said that there was 3 robots or something. I forgot what it was, like a mechanical term, right? That they use. I already forgot. Right?
Yeah, you're getting close.
I'm starting to wonder if this technology is a bigger problem than we thought, considering the relic is mechanical as well.
I was thinking that myself.
could be connected. Yes, that seems like a plausible explanation.
I looked at Arya. Am I getting smarter?
I always thought you were smart. You just play naive very poorly.
I don't play anything.
Well, needless to say, once we got in there and opened the drawer, Ron found
Found this guy. I'll bring out the short. It's a short sword, I think, right?
You see him bring out this weapon, and you can hear the blade almost slightly vibrate. It's kind of like a small tuning fork almost.
Ooh. I'll poke it.
Whoa, I slap her hand. What are you doing? Haven't we learned from me poking Kazuku with my nub?
Well, I mean, that was just dumb.
How?
You've got a melted nub and you're gonna nastily touch somebody's face with
And
it?
I just told you we saw a shadow, an image of someone, sound of someone getting shot. You're like, ooh, this blade.
Well, he's
Touch
holding it right now, right?
I mean,
You're far too smart.
I mean, if you'd like to hold it, oh,
I look
I'll
to
offer to her.
Arya because I just got my hand slapped.
You don't need her approval. Here, take it if you want to.
But she's like a big sister to me.
I mean,
Yeah, we always don't listen to most of our siblings most
you
of the
know what?
time.
Do not listen to his advice.
He's
Aaron,
holding out the sword very nonchalant.
quit being the devil's advocate. Aislynn, if you feel that you want to touch it, that's fine. It's your decision, not mine.
Now she's trying to guilt you. Don't let that get to you.
I push Aaron into the wall.
Well, no, no,
I'm gonna dodge. Evasion, or whichever roll
Evasion,
speed I've got.
It's a hits heavy uncanny dodge.
My lord, really?
But he's way more dexterous than I am. I can acknowledge I probably can't push him without doing some creative stuff.
You can do opposing dex checks.
What's your dex, like plus 12?
No.
Dex checks.
Nowhere as high as her.
19. Oh,
Ooh, not a bad roll.
oh!
Oh,
Get
yeah?
into
She
that
got
wall.
you. Get into that wall.
You see her muscles tense as she begins to move towards you, and you're like, "This will be easy." But as soon as you begin moving, boom, you're pinned up against the wall.
No.
Oh,
She's
I don't
got
pin
me
him.
pinned up against the wall. I'm still holding my hand out with the sword. If you can take it if you want.
His eyes are closed, and he's just kind of like, "Whatever. Here's the sword."
I mean, if
Nice.
you'd like to inspect it, you're more than welcome. It hasn't done anything to me. Not yet, anyway, I think.
Anyway, I think.
Well, a lot happened, and to be fair, I've already touched the sword.
See, she could be doing some crazy voodoo mumbo jumbo in her head right now. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm starting to think
touched
that
the
you're a
sword and it
bad
didn't
app.
do anything?
Yeah, I
did-
identified it.
Oh.
Wait, it didn't talk to me, but I did see something when I identified it, right? Or did I
Mhm.
use detect thoughts on it? I think I used detect thoughts on it.
As you're holding Urn there, Arya, I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh, my favorite.
I just wanted to hold it because I thought it looked pretty.
Plus
As-
3 if it makes a difference.
As you're kind of holding them out of anger, you begin to hear like these whispers.
I'm not holding him out of anger.
You know, out of seriousness.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're good.
You begin to feel your blood boil the longer you hold him.
I keep doing it to inspect what's going on.
Okay, don't be
Until I
painful.
can't bear it.
Do I see
Until I can't bear it.
anything unusual?
You begin to see. I don't know what type of clothing are you wearing at this point.
I
Normal?
was, yeah, just normal.
Okay.
Nightgown. We'll call it a nightgown.
So I would say a nightgown.
Yeah.
I'll just say for brevity's sake, any place where skin is being shown, you would see like her veins kind of bulge.
I would reach out and pull her off of Uran.
Okay. The moment you do, back to normal, like it never happened.
Interesting.
Did I sense anything happening?
What did I get out of it? Because that's why I was holding on to it. Do you want me to make a roll on that?
Roll a charisma check, Uran, and then for you, you can roll Arcana.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
For you, Uran, you felt as though like something was trying to protect you.
I think
An entity of some sort. And then for Arya, you would feel as though if you held on any longer, something serious could happen.
Do you guys feel okay? And I'll like put my hand to both. Sorry, both their foreheads.
It's not the first time Uran's got me all hot and bothered. But this was different.
Do you feel okay?
Oh, it was most excruciating. But whatever's in this blade desperately wants to protect Uran. I mean, I wasn't even trying to hurt him.
Are you still holding it out, Uran?
Yeah, I mean, you can poke it if you want.
I'll reach out for the blade. Oh, it's protecting you, huh?
I guess, yeah.
When you go to reach out and grab it, in the reflection of the blade, only she sees it. You would see a woman in a long hallway, and she stares at you intently as you're reaching out for this. So I would say roll just a wisdom save.
My hand would have froze before it touched it if I saw the woman just watching her, but I'll make the save.
Okay, because the wisdom save was just for fear.
Ooh, 27.
Damn.
27. So I mean, you pause and you kind of question. I don't know if I should touch it. So I would say maybe you're a bit fierce, but you don't fall under the fear. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I would just ask the blade, "Who are you?" Or the woman, rather.
Everyone sees her talking to this inanimate blade. Well,
A
supposedly.
side eye around.
Peer into the part of the sword that I think she's looking at. I'm like, who's she talking to?
So when you do that, Aislynn, you see Uran there holding the blade with the woman, but he's behind her in this hallway.
He's behind. So she's like in front of him?
Mm-hmm. So think of the blade as a window.
Oh, I look up to Uran and then back to the blade.
You look up to Uran, he's there, normal. Everything's normal. But when you look to the blade, you see the woman in front of him, then Uran, but he's holding up the blade.
What does she look like?
She has very long, darkened, kind of gloomy hair. It seems like wet all the time. She wears very darkened clothes.
Yoshi Deca.
She's very pale, and you can't see her eyes, but you can see her nose and the bottom part of her face. The shadows kind of cover the eyes and the top, like, of her forehead.
So she go,
Stop. I'll say, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you understand me?" And look for her, see if she nods or anything.
She doesn't speak.
Not
once.
Does she nod or anything?
No.
Are you?
She would seem much like a creature protecting its territory, like just waiting for someone to try something or move in on someone.
Oh, we're you don't have to be wary. We're friends, especially me. I'll keep them safe, okay?
While this is all going down, I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Does she do anything when I say that?
I'll need you both to roll dex saves.
Me and Aislynn?
Yes.
Oh, she getting jealous? I got terrible dex when I roll! 16!
Plus 3 if it makes a difference, but...
16 then?
I don't know if I gave you the stats for this sword yet, or...
You haven't, no. I don't know the name yet. I was meaning to ask.
Okay, so get ready.
Oh no.
Do I get a copy of it too, since I identified it?
If he shares it with you, I can't stop him from doing that, but I would like to leave this with him.
So for the sake of it, my Identify didn't work. Okay, that's fair.
But I'm gonna take this to your sheet here.
Oh no. She jealous. She don't want nobody protecting her mans.
At least you know.
There should be an item on your list there. But as your deck saves, I'll roll the damage since you could just kind of look at the item while I do this.
Wait, what is 1 point of exhaustion? Do I have any?
It's just
you have
ability
disadvantage.
Just on
ability
checks.
Oh, okay.
On check.
What's your deck?
Really, Colin?
Yeah. Don't say nothing.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't like that. He said.
What's your dex?
Mine. +2.
No. Urn's. Sorry.
Oh, the big number?
Yeah.
6.
Okay, what are you hitting me with?
Makes an attack on you, Aislynn. 16 to hit.
Probably. I think I'm like 3rd. Nope, misses. Oh.
So, in an instant, the this weapon reaches out to you and goes to strike you. You're able. You're very slow, but with the protection of Kai, a barrier is created, and the blade scathes across the barrier. As Arya casts Identify, it lashes out at her as well. But Arya, being a quick battle veteran, this blade is easily dodged.
Well, she's very jealous.
Ooh,
Do you?
I guess I would.
Oren, you don't. Oren doesn't see the lady, right? He just sees himself.
He saw the back of the lady as
Oh.
he was like standing behind the other side.
Do you know this woman, Oren, with long black hair?
I saw her earlier, right? Or last session.
She was in the painting too, so she looked very familiar.
Oh, I think if my vision's not failing me, she has striking similarity, or may even be the same person as the painting in the Great Hall.
The one that they weren't allowed to talk about?
Yes.
The plot thickens!
I
So,
better not share this blade.
You better keep that to yourself and don't let anybody touch you. And I like warily look at the blade.
I look at it. I look at her on. Oh, but you said she could touch it. Is there something wrong with it?
There's a
Well,
woman there.
You, I mean, I believe she got damaged, right?
No.
Or
Who, me?
no, no one got damaged.
No.
I didn't
No.
sense anything. Okay. I mean, it seems kind of troublesome for,
I would
I
try
mean,
to.
if you still want to touch it, you're
No,
welcome to.
and
but-
I'll hide behind Arya.
She's like holding out the knife as you're hiding behind her.
She doesn't want me to get near you. I guess she's very protective.
Ooh,
Oh.
clingy.
Can't see her eyes, which is a little weird.
What'd she look like?
Say that about her.
I'll look up. Do I
Seems
see
like a
one of the
decent
paintings?
lady.
Do I see one of the... Oh no, we're in my house, aren't we?
Yeah.
She remember that lady in the painting in the manor that nobody was allowed to talk about with the long black hair?
Well, Aaron, I guess I was right about something tonight, that we would find out more about that lady tonight.
She's standing in front of him.
What, you can see it right now? She's right in front of me?
No, in the blade.
No. Maybe, and maybe, do I know if it's a sentient blade? I do know, right?
You can get an inkling like that, right? Give me
Oh
one.
no! The blade is
Um,
alerted!
Maybe she's, just a little shy right now, and maybe
She
at a
looks
later
very-
time we all can get along a lot better.
She looks very standoffish.
both this woman and the blade are alien to you?
I have not. I mean, the painting is the only one I can link her to.
And nobody's gonna give us answers about that lady.
So, obviously protective of you, but is it because it's you, or is it more of a parasitic preservation thing that it's now tied to you and trying to survive?
Is that a symbiote or is it a guardian?
I guess we'll find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So I guess I'll withdraw the blade and just put it on my side and just pat it.
That's a good blade. I think he's got a call though, so.
Let me read this blade. I like it already.
It's like the blade of broken mirrors all over again.
Oh no.
When I saw the name, I'm like, ugh, I like this blade.
Oh my lord. I'm gonna make sure I can still cast another round of Forbiddance. I can. Okay, good. I'm gonna cast that before we go to sleep. Even though, let me see, how long does that last?
Is that not like an 8 hour or something? I don't know.
1 day. I cast it as soon as we got here, right?
I thought you did it right before we went to bed, quote unquote, but I don't.
Oh
I don't
yeah, yeah.
remember for sure.
So you cast Forbidence every day for 30 days in the same location the spell lasts until it is dispelled. Oh.
Stay here for 30 days?
I can protect your house forever until dispelled. Day
Just
1.
pat your blade, Oron?
Hmm?
Did you just pat the blade?
I did, yeah.
I think he's trying to comfort her.
I mean, I'm assuming you guys can see this, but there's this emblem right here on the
You can describe
things
it. I'm
on the
not getting near
pommel.
that thing.
I'm just, I'm gonna turn to my side, like you're showing your side, but the blade's right there. It's like,
Oh.
right there, the emblem's right there, and it's
Squint.
it's a petal emblem.
A petal?
Yeah, I think that's what it says. Yeah, sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
You're a flower person too.
Well, I mean, as long as it, isn't cursed, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. I mean,
I don't think I'm cursed.
I didn't say you. I meant the
Or am
blade.
I? Well, I could be cursed.
Well, you can't put the weapon down. That's a bad sign. Well, you know what I mean, from what we saw. And you're already patting it on your side. That's a good sign. I mean, if I wake up to seeing you kissing it, I might have to ask you to step away from it.
I don't think I could remove curse. I don't even think she'll let me get close enough to try.
Well, the problem is if I... Go ahead.
Maybe we shouldn't antagonize her. I mean, she seems...
I'm sure you're a nice lady. I'll call from behind her.
I mean, Aaron, you know how crazy this sounds, right?
What? Sentient blades are quite common. I've seen it in the archives.
Yeah. Sentient curse blades are also common.
And I don't think I am cursed.
Pardon.
Yeah.
You.
Well, let me put it another way, okay? Ultimately, it's your decision, Aaron. But if I were to grab that blade, and that was my blade, and it reached out and tried to strike someone, I would have got that same Aaron look whenever something goes the way he doesn't think it should.
Did you happen to sense what spell level it is on it, or magic level?
Nah, I didn't get anything. She didn't want me to know what she was.
I
Or
mean,
it was.
I think we're maybe slightly blowing this out of proportion. You make it sound like I made a deal with the
She
devil
tried
or
to, and
something.
I'll drag my hand across the hand like.
And varying degrees of differences in that statement. Hopefully yours is to save someone.
She tried
But
to.
again, it's ultimately your decision. If you don't think it's going to be dangerous to us, then so be it.
You tried to slit my throat when I said I would keep you safe.
I think it was me casting Identify that caused that. I'm not saying that could be that case, Aislynn. I'm just saying like as could be it. Does that make sense?
Damn.
Well, while we wait for the DM to get back, what kind of spells you got there, Arya?
I got a lot of good spells right now.
I want to try.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Just give me something. Gonna try my luck.
I have this spell, and then I will use Earthquake. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy to make if there are windows, they just rattle.
All the windows bust open.
Oh, you back, Colin?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, no worries. We were just having RP talk.
So what's going on? What's going on?
Nothing. We were just like talking about the lady, and he's like, "Oh, I think you're blowing this out of proportion." And I said, "She just tried to off me because I said I would keep you safe." And that's basically all you missed.
I think it was because of the spell, but we don't know for sure because she didn't exactly say. She just kind of reacted at the same time. You know what I mean?
I guess and sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
I think and we'll find out more about the blade. But
I trust
so
you.
far, I don't think it will pose any threat to us.
Is that Uron saying it or Yoshi saying it? Just kidding.
We're on, yeah, maybe both.
Quick question: is the door locked in your house?
Yeah, I locked it when we came in. Remember?
Mm,
Alright, alright. Never mind.
does anyone have detect evil?
Let me
I
see.
think yeah, I do. Maybe.
I
Never mind. It's not prepared. I'd have to rest.
Can't we sleep in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All in the same room.
Can we sleep together? I'm scared. Oh no, I have protection from good and evil, but it's not prepared either.
Well, if we're gonna sleep here, you guys get comfortable.
Oh, and DM, I cast that spell before we headed to our rooms, and it lasts 1 day.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I already consider you guys are pretty much safe.
Okay.
I would like to add this before I interrupted Yoshi. Urin, when you look into the blade, you would see, like you're looking over her left shoulder, like you're behind her, and you would see that black hair that droops in the back, very wet. You see her point to Aislynn, and when she points to Aislynn, you would see these two halves of a circle, and they glow within Aislynn.
Touch of the blade.
I didn't touch the
she's-
blade though. I didn't touch it. I stopped when
So
I saw
she's-
her face.
Pointing at it, or she's pointing at Aislynn.
It's pointing at, well, Aislynn, but she's more
At the relic inside
like
me.
on target with the relic.
Yeah.
Does it seem like she wants it? Or
When you move closer, the the blade would vibrate very violently, but when you step back, it gets a little quieter.
Okay, alright.
What are you doing, Aaron? Why are you stepping forward and back and then forward and backwards?
I was just
the front foot
recalling my my dance lessons when I was a child.
Oh, okay.
I would like not stealthily, but try not to be suspicious, be almost on the opposite side of this room from Aislynn.
Okay. The farther you are, the quieter the blade gets. But if you keep looking into the blade, once you're a safe distance from people, the woman would be gone.
Huh.
Forward
Interesting.
and backwards and forward. You gotta teach me that lesson or that dance lesson sometime, Aaron. I like dancing.
Yeah, you unconvincingly would ask her, "Do you want to dance?"
You wanna dance with me? And then I'll walk over to Aaron.
No, I wasn't trying to be convincing. I'm using negative persuasion.
This is Aislynn we're talking about.
I reluctantly hold out my hand.
Reach for Aaron's hand.
And at that
Am I
moment,
vibrating?
Oh.
and at that moment, nothing happened.
Oh, damn it.
You were trying to do something. Okay, Aaron, teach me this dance.
I would maybe try to recollect whatever dance lesson I may have had in my childhood.
Ballroom etiquette.
Probably.
Let's see. What can we have you roll for that?
Dancing's awesome.
I guess both of you just do like a dex check, and then use your acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Oh!
Jesus.
We know who's leading on this one.
Well, he's
Ern
teaching me,
is
so.
very graceful, and it seems like though he was putting off being rusty, he seems like rather professional. This type of kind of ballroom dancing. As for Iceland, you kind of struggle a bit, stepping on his toes here and there, but you're fairly new at this, so don't be too hard on yourself.
Not bad.
I'm sorry I stepped on your toes, but that was fun.
Hmm hmm
Not bad
Now
for your
off you
first
go, and I
time.
shove her a little over to the other side.
You like twirl her to the other end of the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to play off getting me away from you.
Yeah.
hmm
Whee! Well, thank you, Erlen. That was fun, and I'll curtsy to him.
I'll bow back.
Um, anything else
Let's
anyone needs to share before we head to bed?
um. Let's see. Did I hear? Oh, we talked about the gunshot, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And the last thing we're going to discuss is that Adler, when he got scratched by Rain, had some disfigurement and a blight on his face, right?
Uh, when he was scratched, his eye did glow, that purplish hue, and then that's when Rain succumbed to that disturbing.
Hmm. So he did that to Rain?
Yeah, I mean, Rain kind of got a little overzealous with assisting and distracting, so life lesson learned, eh, Rain? Oh, yeah, he's not out. Well, I mean, it's all information that we learned. There's something definitely going on in this area. I think we can all agree that with that. There might be a chance that Celti's here somewhere, and if that's the case, we must assist Kazuku in ensuring her safety.
Mm-hmm.
And that blade is most certainly troubling.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're overthinking this.
That's what
It
I did.
may be helpful to us. What if she could lead us to Salty?
No, I mean, I'm not saying that's not a possibility. It doesn't mean it's not troubling.
Can you talk to it?
It just means it's your responsibility, and I trust you, so that works out fine.
Can you talk to her?
Again, I will hold out the sword like I'm facing it. And I'll tell it. Lady of the Sword, are we cool?
He kind of tilts his head at the end of cool. I'm cool. Um, when you look into the sword, it just seems normal, like before. That hallway and the woman are not there.
I think she's gone. I don't know what prompts her to appear, but
Oh, I could go look.
Could I see it for a second?
Aislynn back.
I mean, I
Let's let
wouldn't
Euron
suggest
have
holding
his
it,
own
but
stuff.
you can peer into it.
I'm just messing with him. I don't want to get near that sword.
He is right. It could be useful. So until we find out more, there's really getting rid of something that we don't know anything about is a little.
What if I stand close to Kazuko? Does it do anything?
Use him as the guinea pig.
When you get closer to Kazuko, it kind of gets the sound of the vibrating is very. Trying to think of a word. It gets,
Diluted.
yes, it gets very diluted. Like
So it's
almost
like a god detector.
almost to a point where it gets silent.
Huh.
I'm just gonna side eye him.
What you doing over there?
Just checking out your guns, you know. Why don't you sit next to Aislynn?
Yeah, come here.
Kill if you're looking into it. The blade would begin to show you images of the king of Ranchero. And these images would show that he is a very twisted and disgusting looking being right now, as he is human flesh meshed within mechanical type of contraptions that make him look very abnormal.
Oh, I'm glad I don't see that. Jesus.
You could say that the machine is overgrowing on a lot of his organic tissue that is left. You would see him intently working on a type of item that looks a bit similar to what Aislynn showed in her Oracle vision.
Okay.
But please go on. Sorry.
Oh, when they asked me, I guess I was sitting next to Iceland, just like, okay.
Can I keep the sword's name a mystery from everyone?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
I'm gonna call it the Lady's Blade or something.
Okay.
Do you plan on sitting on the or sleeping on the floor there, like Kazuko?
Man,
There are
not
beds. Okay.
really.
Well, I mean, you were gonna sleep under a tree, so I was figured I'd ask. But we've got plenty of rooms in here.
Look outside, because it gave me, what's the word? Better feng shui.
What's a feng shui?
But
Oh well.
if you feel if you feel you're safe in here, I mean, I wouldn't mind going outside.
Yeah, never that.
I think we're all fine in here. Why don't we all go to bed? We've got investigating to do in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just walk upstairs. A room will be there for you.
I just slide a chair up to the front door and rest there.
Okay.
Before I head to
Yeah.
bed, I would walk to the window at the front and just stare outside for a bit and wait till everybody falls asleep. Then I'll go trance.
Okay. Is Kill with you at this point, or
Are you?
are you guys still
I was
together?
I was gonna actually go outside.
Okay. So you're going outside.
Oh, y'all gotta, like, follow him.
Okay. So Kill and Kazuko are together. Aislinn, you would see them kind of go outside. Arya staying kind of. Excuse me, sorry. Got a
No.
bunch of them.
No worries.
But Arya is staying in Urn's room on a chair, kind of guarding, overwatching Mr. Urn.
Oh, no. Sorry, I meant I was watching the front door.
Oh, the mansion?
Yeah.
No-
But
oh.
no, of the
My house.
Okay.
Reason being,
Okay.
I know that we're in the home, right? But I
Mhm.
have used 2 spells to aid me here that didn't work at all.
Mhm.
And there seems to be some interference with other spells. So just in case, just want to keep an eye on things. But I would take the time to put alarm around Aaron's window and Euron's window and his door in the house. That way, if anyone comes in, I can hear the alarm.
Okay. So you guys are all in Iceland.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all together.
But just in case, because of everything kind of being a little wishy-washy with magic here,
Mhm.
just doing my due diligence.
Okay. So then Kazuko and Kyo are outside of Iceland's house. We'll say it's kind of next to that tree you were sleeping at, Kazuko. When you guys exit, what do you do from there?
What does the roof of the house look like? Not Iceland's house, but
The mansion.
the
Manor? It would look to be like flat. You know what I mean, on top. Like, granted, you have your statues and stuff on the kind of sides,
Mm.
but it's like a flat surface up top.
kind of like
We'll just
kind of like
say
the wall.
purposes will bring you back here.
I mean, I would try to. I would like. Is it raining still?
Here and there, it's like a sprinkle, a light sprinkle.
I want to stay outside.
Okay.
Um,
You two roll perception while you guys are outside looking at the mansion. 22, and then kill. 14. You both would see a greenish light traveling from the eastern corridor. Uh, like you can see the glow kind of protruding from the windows. You can see it come from the
Oh,
eastern and begin heading upwards to where like the third floor is being lit up before it goes out. And this greenish
so
light
from it,
is similar
sorry.
to what you saw earlier, Kill.
So from inside.
Mm-hmm.
so you sense like that undead stuff she was talking about?
You didn't see the greenish hue before, but Kill would notice it.
Oh, so what did I see?
From what you saw, you only had the dream, right? You didn't see the creatures standing
Right.
in the window. I would say you wouldn't know what these apparitions are yet. I would say someone would have to explain that to you.
Okay, so I still see something like physical out there though.
Yeah, you both share this moment, like you see this, right?
Oh, okay. Um, after seeing that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay outside. I'm gonna just like get somewhere like from the second floor up and just like stay there. Cause say just in case they do break through ice and stuff, I want to be there to like know they already through.
So hmm, as I'm kneeling down, if I can find some loose soil to put in my vial.
Okay, easily enough. The dirt road is very muddy at this point because of the rainfall, but it's easy to kind of just take a handful and claim it as yours.
And I would tell Kazuko that explaining what we saw as far as before we saw the Greek use outside from the undead, that I am witnessing that same essence from inside the mansion at this point.
Right. So he tells you this.
Yeah. Okay. I say I propose that you go inside the mansion. Well, wherever Aislenn's at, obviously. But if she's in that mansion, you go with her, and I stay out here because one, you're a paladin, so you like kind of specialize in undead, and two, well,
A good
I'm in like former like dealing with this type of stuff, and for me to like regain this type of domain, I might need to deal with stuff like this. So
right.
I'll come to the outside. If you have a problem outside, message me if you can.
I yeah, I can't message, but that's all right. I'm gonna. I mean, considering knowing what her spell should have done and what it did when we were inside, and now I'm seeing it come from inside the mansion. I'm gonna go in.
Okay. You'd see Kill. You'd be by yourself at this point because everyone's staying within Iceland's. I want to call it the RV because you can't just place it wherever. But
Or Winnebago.
yeah, but yeah, Iceland and the gang are staying in there while you go venture inside.
So I get ready to walk in.
As you begin to approach the manor doors, you hear the door being kind of jostled, not jostled, but like someone opening it from the other side. you'd see Adler with his coat on. He has his hat. He has like this bandage over his cheek. You see him strike a light. He lights a cigarette for himself as he just indulges outside.
Uh, what happened to you?
Seems we have a rodent problem. Is
Was a
everything
bird.
okay? I was a bit suspicious of the house up there.
Oh, it's little safe haven. But you have a rodent problem that got to your face. Are they large? Can I come in and help?
It's taken care of. It's nothing to worry yourself about. I assume you'll be all spending the night out there.
Yes, I think most will. I did forget something in my room. I needed to go retrieve.
Oh, do you need help?
No, it's just a quick gather, and I can be on my way.
Okay, you suit yourself. You know, normally it's bad if people split up. Takes a long drag as he said that.
And if he'll let me, I'll go in.
Okay, he doesn't stop you. You'd see kind of a stupid smile on his face after that remark. But you make your way inside. As you make your way inside, I assume you go in the direction of that light.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to the
If he's
eastern.
is he following me the whole way?
When you go up the staircase, you look down. The door's still kind of open. You see his shadow that's created from the moonlight. You would see that he's still standing there. Doesn't seem like he's turned around at all. And Aislynn, you would see that Kyo had talked with Adler there for a moment before entering, and Adler didn't move when he entered.
I'll keep my eyes on them for a bit. I'm gonna stand watch at the window for the last 4 hours in trance.
Okay. But yeah, when you're up on the kind of like the middle of this staircase, Kyo, you would see that he didn't move at all. He's still indulging himself in his habits.
He said he's looking away from me, right? You said, or
Yeah,
is he?
his back's turned.
Still,
I would say he's
figuring
just
what
kind
I
of like
know.
leaned up against the stonework here.
I would cast protection against good and evil,
Okay.
and then keep going towards where I saw those certain lights.
Okay. As you begin to make your way, you try to look. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go.
7. Okay. So we'll say you kind of just follow in the general direction. You go from the east wing of the mansion and just kind of patrol that area for a bit. But begin to kind of retrace the steps. Maybe go up to the 3rd floor. To begin making your way up these staircases up to the 3rd floor, which you can kind of figure this area looking a bit more different is where perhaps maybe I don't want to call him the headmaster, but you know what I mean, like the person living. It's master bedroom is up here. You would see very kind of lengthy hallway, but it ends to where these two kind of grand very fine wooden doors with like these kind of very kind of regal etched designs on them, where it looks very fancy. You could tell it's a master bedroom of some sort.
I'd go up to the doors
Okay.
and put my ear against it. Can I hear anything?
You put your ear against the door. You begin to listen. Roll perception.
Damn these wisdom. I bad.
And there is some muffled sounds, but what you can make out are just a few words. The one that comes out the clearest is "Where has it gone? I can't find it."
Recognize the voice or no?
It'd be that of Uriah's, Ern's father.
Knock on the door.
Okay. You'd hear him kind of a bit startled. You'd hear him drop something kind of heavy on the floor. What? Who is it? Can I help you?
Was making rounds, making sure everything was okay.
Uh, um, uh, is this one of Ern's friends?
Yes. Q.
Oh, uh, give me a moment. I'll come to the door. About a minute or so. You hear some jostling and whatnot inside, but you begin to hear his footfall come to the door, and you hear 3 locks before he opens it. Yes, Kyoga, I appreciate your stalwart ambition to patrol as well. Normally, that's what Adler does. Is there something I can help you with?
Just checking on things. We saw some things earlier and wanted to make sure everything was okay. I heard noise, and that's the only reason I knocked.
Oh, uh, I just misplaced something of mine. And I'm not sure where it had gone. Had Adler maybe look for it.
Okay. Can I? Can I? Is there? Can I do like any sort of insight or anything like that to see if?
The way he has the
Um,
door kind of cracked is where it's just enough for his head to kind of go through, and like
okay.
it does seem like he's trying to keep you out a little bit. But he would also
Okay.
say, um, it's understandable that see some things here and there. Uh, Even my children, as of late, had trouble sleeping here in days past.
So definitely some odd things that we've registered. We're just trying to figure out and hopefully be able to alleviate you um, from that and make things a little more restful.
I'm sure it's just your eyes playing tricks on you. The night does have a funny way of doing such things.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sorry to bother you, and
Oh, no, no, it's not a bother. I'm just glad that everyone's safe.
I'll give a half bow and turn and walk away.
Good night. And he kind of closes the door really kind of quick. And then you would hear those 3 locks again.
I will to the staircase. Is Adler still at the bottom?
Hmm. You'd see him kind of wiping his feet on the doormat there as he's kind of making his way back in. Just kind of hanging up his coat on the coat rack and then leaving his hat there as well. Hear him give out a sigh as he looks to you on the staircase.
When I walk down, I will ask. So, you have the rest of the night?
Yeah. I do for about another 4 hours before my shift is over. Is everything alright with the head of the house?
I think so. He's moving furniture, I believe.
What a strange man. Well, I'll be heading back to my chambers. I will leave you be.
Very well. If you need any extra help, let me know. I'll be right outside.
Your guests, you should be relaxing. No reason for you all to overwork yourselves.
We'll make do.
Well, Mr. Kyo, have yourself a wonderful night and hope you find some rest. See him begin to kind of walk off, dismissing himself.
Just walk. I'll just walk outside.
Okay.
And I will take a seat by the front door.
Okay. So I assume you would see Adler go in, Kill come out, and then Kill just kind of taking a seat at the front of the mansion door there.
I would just nod at Kyo and just keep my eyes on the house for 4 hours and then transfer 4 hours.
Okay. So you're all getting sleep?
Oh, I technically don't have to be asleep for me to get rest. I'm just gonna be sitting there, but I won't be doing anything like physical. But I'm gonna keep my like perception and like senses heightened just in case.
Okay. That being said, we'll say I'll call it a rest because most of you do rest. Aislynn and Kill. It is strange, but you're all brought back to the room that you were staying in when leaving with Adam. You both kind of look to each other like, we were not here before.
Were you teleported there?
So when you guys slept
Oh.
and to sleep, you begin to dream, and then you guys open your eyes and you would see yourselves in that room. It's still dark out. You look to the window.
In the mansion?
You're both in the mansion, in the room that you both were staying in not too long ago when speaking with Adam.
Well, I'll sit up and pinch myself.
You pinch yourself and, ow!
So we really are in here.
What? I thought you did the mansion.
I'll run to the window and look outside to see if my house is still there.
It's still there. And you look and you would see yourself looking at yourself.
What the? Look at Kill. Bleep. I raise my hand at myself.
One second. I got some stuff for this.
Oh no! Oh no!
What the? Ed?
You feel a sense of danger. You begin to hear a small and eerie screech from within the manor.
I try to open the window.
You try to open it and it feels like it's bolted shut.
Oh, that's eerie. God, I don't.
Tell at all where the screech came from, as far as floor, like upper floor, lower
It
floor.
it just seems like it's echoing from every corner of the walls of the manor.
Okay.
Kill, you arm yourself, and Aislynn, you stand behind your valiant knight as he stands guard before you.
Yeah, I would hide behind Kill.
This eerie screeching stops. The hairs from the back of your necks begin to stand as you begin to hear footsteps
I
coming closer.
I activate True Sight.
You activate True Sight. It's the mansion. It's here. It feels real. Um, these footsteps begin to come closer and closer to the door.
Who is it?
Yeah, I would cast Shield of Faith on Iceland.
Okay.
Hello.
Session.
As this person begins to approach, you begin to see that greenish light again, Kill.
Yeah.
It can be faintly seen, but with each step it begins to get brighter.
That's so creepy.
Whatever has arrived has approached your chamber door. You wait and sit as this ominous glow looms beyond the safety of a closed wooden door.
Who is it?
No.
It's silent. Sweat begins to run down your forehead and the back of your neck. Not because of fear, but the heat that is now being produced to whatever apparition that comes to your chamber room. It begins to bang loudly against the door.
I don't need housekeeping. Oh God. I cast my holy aura.
Okay. The aura burns brightly, but this greenish aura that's emancipating this heat kind of fights back with it.
What do you want?
Woods.
I run to the window and cast a spell magic.
You try to open the window. Nothing happens.
Bitch! Kill, I'm running out of ideas!
I would tell Iceland to stay here.
Well, I mean, where else am I gonna go through the
And
door?
I'm saying like as far back in the room as we can, okay? And I'm gonna go to the door.
I'm gonna go hide behind the bed, or the bed's against the wall, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like drag the bed forward a bit and then get between the wall and the bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Kill, you begin to approach the door. The heat is getting irritating and uncomfortable. Sweat is just kind of drooping off of you.
Interesting. I'm going to slowly open the door just enough to look out.
Okay. When the door is opened, everything is normal. But a humble Uriah stands before you, holding a lantern in hand, smiling. Sorry to interrupt your slumber. I know it's a bit late, but I wanted to see if you were all settled. That everything is fine.
Is it Adler?
No, it's Uriah's.
I run to the
we're
window.
good.
I run to the window and see if I can open it again.
Okay, you're just kind of fucking around with this window.
Yeah, like.
You're talking. Okay. But Kyo, you can say what you wish.
God, I don't have it. Yeah, we thought we heard something. It startled us a bit.
Oh, sorry if I was a bit too loud. You know, these walls have ears.
What was the green light?
You see his smiling face grow a bit serious. A green light? Whatever you speak of. I carry just my lantern at my side.
Zone of truth.
What kind of save is it?
Let me find it on my sheet. There's so many spells. Zone of truth is a
Charisma, but I could be wrong.
charisma save. Yeah.
Yeah.
DC 21.
Okay. Just give me a moment here.
I'm probably still fucking glowing because my holy aura.
Okay. You feel your spell take hold.
What was that green light?
It was my lantern.
And the banging in the heat is your lantern? And me coming in here when I was out there a moment ago?
My dear, I'm afraid you
Do I sense lying?
must be feeling something from the manor. I understand this place is not your home, and it's a strange place. I know this manor is not as grand as it once was. I do apologize.
Did I sense any lies in it?
Seems to be speaking the truth. Pretty straightforward.
Was I able to open the window?
Are you still trying to open it?
Well, I mean, when I ran over, I tried to open it.
It would still seem like it's like locked, and then you look up, you pull a latch, and then you.
Oh my lord. Kazuko!
Do I hear that?
No.
No.
Oh no! Oh
Kazuko, and you're awake. You just kind of see Aislynn trancing at the front of her window inside her house that she created.
Wow.
no! I look to Kyo. I don't think he can hear me. So I see myself in the window right there.
Is everything going to be okay? I'll be on my way.
Yeah, you can go. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.
Shoo shoo shoo.
Night.
Yeah, bye.
I do hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, totally. Not gonna. Bye.
Kill, as you kind of watch him walk away, Urias begins to walk off, going into his master bedroom on the other side of the hall. You listen closely and you can hear him lock it from the inside as you peek from the doorframe. This isn't the third floor, nor is it that room that you can remember.
We're in a different. Okay.
Everything is silent once again, perhaps back to normal. Do you find rest? So, to get more insight on this, you guys are still on that second floor where most of the guest bedrooms are there. He went across the hallway. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Or we're still standing here awake, or we fell asleep.
I mean, it's up to you guys what you wish to do at this point.
Can we go visit him
I
across
would-
the hall?
You don't want to go visit him across the hall.
Well, somehow we're here while we're there, and I'll point outside the window.
You would see
you-
Aislynn next to you, and also in the window as she's kind of looking towards the manor.
Interesting.
Oh,
do
what
you
about
think-
this? And then I try to cast Sacred Flame outside the window and try to hit next to Kazuko.
I roll a charisma saving.
Whoa.
You cast Sacred Flame and you cast it at Kazuko, but it hits the window of your manor. Kazuko, you would see her cast this spell and it washes over on the window on the inside.
Like while she's trancing.
Yes.
Uh,
The spell was cast, like as far
From
as
my
you know, the
body, I
spell
would
was
assume.
cast.
I would like drop down and like see what's going on. Casting in her sleep. I would try to like shake her up like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, you're trying to shake my body?
So
You see kill Aislynn being lifted up and kind of being shooken in the air.
so
Like
I
my
would
body
wait-
next
and I
to
would
him?
say-
Yeah, it's like something's
If-
lifting you up.
Randall!
Shit. I would if I'm outside, how far is it from the front door of the mansion to where Kazuko would be?
I'll say like a good 5 meters.
That's so creepy. He's gonna give me whiplash!
It's not long before you see Aislynn disappear before you.
I know how you wake her up, Kazuku. Do what Hulk did to Loki.
So I
See,
guess
this-
I wake up in my body.
Yes, you see Kazuko shaking you.
Wake up, Kyo!
Ow.
He's standing next to you.
I just look to the next to me like,
Start across
Let
the
go!
hallway.
And then I
If she-
drop
if-
down and start
if-
shaking Kyo.
You feel yourself being shaken, kill. You see this spectral being kind of grabbing onto you, shaking you very violently before you wake up as well.
We were in the mansion, or our brains
Oh.
were. I opened the door, busted open.
I'm literally downstairs by the door.
Well, I guess I would have knocked you. Oh no, you would have been knocked over with him coming in.
oh.
No, I mean, I'm like watching where you were watching the door. I was right next to you in a chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I would have seen all this too.
Oh, I was asleep. I assumed. That's
Yeah.
why you didn't.
I would wake everybody up.
Okay.
Oh, that was so
Sit
funny.
aside for, and take a minute. This is
I'm just looking at my hands while I'm waiting for everybody to get together, just like opening and closing them.
Is everything okay?
We woke up in the house.
Yeah, we are in the house.
No,
Where
I
else would
mean,
we
me and
wake up?
Kyo were in the mansion. But our bodies were here. I tried to cast Sacred Flame at you because I was yelling at the window, but you didn't hear me. And then my
Yeah.
body cast it in here.
oh, and we gotta talk about you at home.
I think everyone may be just a little paranoid. You know,
No!
like maybe with a bad dream.
The only thing that's different right now is you, Ron.
is it?
We've seen everything going down.
There was a green light.
You are way too calm for considering recent events for this situation.
I mean, of course I'll be calm. I haven't had a nightmare.
It's not a nightmare. We were really there, and there was something coming for us.
Alright, well, let's lay it out factually, okay?
They were coming right for us.
I just want to let
Aislynn,
you guys
calm
know
down.
that I'm loving this.
Wait,
Calm
what?
down.
Seriously freaking out. You're pulling
All right. If everyone doesn't come down, I will body slam you to the ground.
You ain't body slamming me.
Totally calm. That was
All right.
uncalled
So
for.
let's look at the facts here, okay?
Okay.
The brother and sister don't stay in the house because when they do, they don't feel like they rested the way you should.
I
That
can
was our first sign.
understand that. Why?
Okay. No, we're just stating the facts because Aaron thinks we're being paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
2, Aaron and I saw a shadow go into a corner of a room, and he has a blade that he can't put down and walk. I don't fully understand how it appears in your hand, but could be
I
like,
can put it down. I mean, I don't think
eh.
it's.
Yeah, but if I take it and I grab it and I walk away, does it stay with me?
You take it and
No.
grab it.
No, I've already done it. It returned to you last time.
Maybe it's bonded to my
Okay.
family.
Okay, that being said, completely logical on that part, right? So some people can't sleep, could have insomnia, sword returning to you. I do that as a Eldritch Knight. Cool. How about the thousands of undead that were outside of Aislynn's window? How about my spells don't work very well here?
Can I tell you what I saw now?
Mhm.
And how about these two appeared in that house while they were here?
You are talking to me like I know the answers. I do not.
Also, received a vision of my only follower in an Iron Maiden that seemed to be of the same technology standpoint as the people here.
And Aaron, I'm not trying to speak to you like you have the answer. I'm just saying we're not being paranoid. There's something going on here, and it is not good.
Can I tell you?
Of course you don't know the answer. We don't have it. Go ahead, Aislynn.
Thank you. Now, so we woke up in the room that we talked to Mr. Adam in, but then it wasn't the room, and I couldn't open the. Well, no, because I was locked. I was dumb. Anyway, there was a scream. Alright, listen.
I just picture, you ever had that little like sibling or niece and nephew that's trying to explain something really scary in a nightmare, and they're just saying everything all at once, and you're catching like a second of it?
She plays the character really good.
So so we were standing there, and it was just like, and there was a really loud scream, and then he told me to hide, so I pulled the bed out. It was really heavy, but I hid behind it, and then like there was this green orb and loud stomping, and the light was glowing, and then I cast holy aura, and he was fighting my aura, and then he was banging on the door, and the room got hotter and hotter, but then Kyo opened the door. He shouldn't have done that. It was really scary, but he opened the door.
Keep going.
Talk about this.
I totally understand everything you're saying right now, Aislynn. Keep going.
Yeah, I wish you could see what I'm doing. Like, I'm actually moving my hands around like I'm a kid fucking telling this story.
I actually...
I'm fucking pointing and shit like you guys are here with me. And so we looked but our room wasn't really there. We were on the second floor instead of the third floor, and the guy was across the room locking it. That's suspicious as heck. And that's not a potty word, so I'm not in trouble. And then the guy was standing there with the lamp, and he's like, "Oh, is everything okay?" And I was like, "You are not the green-footed man." What's his name again?
Urias.
Urias, or whatever the heck his name is.
Okay, Euron's father. Continue.
And he was at the door, and I tried to ask him about the green light, but he didn't know about it because I zoned the truth to him. I know I should have asked. He told me to ask. I didn't. But, you know, things were crazy.
Oh, no, you're fine. Just try to absorb this all.
Christ, yeah, the spat.
And I pick her up and I give her a hug.
Thank you, I need this. And I just give her a really big hug.
It's okay. Okay. Kyo,
And then, oh, you know what the funny part is? Although you're very strong, you almost gave me whiplash. When I shot the spell and he started shaking my body, I started shaking up there like I was floating. It was really weird. Your hugs are nice, Arya.
Kyo?
Not even,
Is that the same thing that happened?
do not ask me. I am not there.
Yeah, you
I
are.
You're
said
not?
I said I stayed outside.
Oh.
Okay, so where's Kyo at?
Outside the door. Like
You'd
right
see
here.
him just looking up into that room.
I say
Kyo, you better get your ass up in this house right now.
I'm
Kyo,
busy.
Iceland's having a panic attack, and she is
I,
explaining. Is it the
and
same
I
thing?
obviously cannot
fine, just put me.
protect that. So you take care of that for me.
I need to. I'm squirming. You know what? Just put me down, and then I get off and I start storming off. I'm going into that house and I'm looking myself. Start storming.
No. Hold on.
I think.
Slow down.
Is it daytime?
No, it's still night.
It's the middle
Oh,
of
night.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that now I know why people sleep longer.
They don't sleep
Yeah.
because their minds are wandering around the house, confused as heck with stompy, hot breath, big-footed people that are rude
Oh
and screaming.
my God.
I,
This is
I'm gonna
so
say
much.
Iceland. This is what got us
There's no
into
D in my
trouble in
name.
the first place.
So I'm glad you guys are having fun, but I want to get to. I think Ern was trying to say something, and then I'll get to you, Mark.
Oh,
Oh, when you cast your Zone of Truth and you asked my father, what question did you ask him? And
I said, what
did he
was the,
say?
I said, what was the green light, and what is all that banging and screaming? And he said he didn't know, and he wasn't lying.
Huh.
There's trickery afoot. I'm across my arms and huff.
And where's it called? Safe Haven, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're in her like house that she can create every so often.
Does this protect you from all outside intrusion?
Well, apparently not. If it ripped my body out.
It has
mean, my
so
soul.
far, up until this point.
That could be true, or it could also be internal, meaning one of us, possibly me, causing this.
Probably that. And I pointed the dagger at his hip.
To be
Then I
fair, we
shall
don't know.
Go back to my quarters. Maybe that might be better.
But I don't want you alone. That house is
it's-
scary.
It's my house. I spent the first 20 some odd years of my life in here.
Yeah, but did you have zombies outside it when you grew up? No, I think not. If you did, you've got weird habits and you should fix that.
I'm gonna give this girl some water. Arya?
So
Why did you look to
very
me?
noticeable.
Apparently, you're the designated caretaker.
Iceland is very sporadic right now.
Okay.
And
I-
he's killing too, kind of. He's kind of.
Kyo has yelled at me. It's weird. Alright, so go ahead.
Are
I
we
got really
need
excited.
to rest? Because, otherwise we will be exhausted. This little one here is already exhausted. Why don't I, or someone, take first watch, whoever wants to. Or is someone watching already?
Oh, Kazuku was watching the entire time.
Apparently not well enough. I'll take
Kazuku-
this watch. And just for, I don't know if this will do anything. If everyone agrees to go to sleep, before Aislynn falls back asleep, I will cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean my head outside the house. I'm gonna point at my eyes and then point at the house while I'm glaring like I'm on to you.
You know, I have something to say after Kazuku. I don't want to take his
Okay.
spot.
All right.
for-
What were you trying to say earlier? 'Cause you were
oh,
asking for DM.
so all these events, if I remember correctly, these are something I wouldn't say, I would have experience, if not like specialize in from former encounters. Like when I gained like spirit walking from when I talked to Jetsu on the Tokai.
So you do have a way of talking with when you had that ability, right? When you had you have like a familiarization with spiritual beings, yes.
So would this seem like the same sensation as like spiritual activity?
You could probably say it might be that, or something's going on. Definitely, that was able to, like, you guys can't get scryed in this house. The fact that she was able to kind of witness an out of body experience in this safe haven is a bit strange.
It sounds like when people sleep, well, like, yeah, well, rest in the house, it's like maybe their spirits are being, for lack of better words, saved there. So even if they go to an anti-scrying place, their essence is already there to be taken.
I mean, that's something you wanna bring up with your group.
I mean, I would tell them that because like a lot of this stuff just sounds like stuff that would happen. Like if there was like a concentrated number of evil spirits around.
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely RP with them because I'm just the narrator. I'm not here to give you guys hints or nothing like that. I'll here to tell the story, make some rolls, and
So,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is that house is a giant memory card?
What's a memory card?
Oh, I
I want to
forgot
say,
primitive. I mean, I'm
Is it
sorry.
like a book?
Yeah, kind of. It's like a book, but with technology.
it's it's like if you had a collection of, I would say, a collection of
Memories?
photos or memories for that matter, and at any time when that person went to sleep after you collected it, you can pull it out and just look at it
Who pulled
and
out our
use.
souls?
Like a memory waypoint.
Or
Yes.
like a giant soul cage.
Why didn't it just say that? Why did you have to use some outlandish word
Oh,
like memory card?
I've been around.
I'm
I
sorry,
wrote
I
that
forget
down.
you guys aren't as advanced as us. Jeez.
but why would have it had affected Iceland and myself versus
Maybe it was the room.
Erwin who has memories here?
Well, I'm
I
gonna
feel
take a
like
swing at
Aaron.
defense here.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Now I may be just shooting out my ass, so don't be afraid to tell me I am.
That's disgusting.
But Bahamut hasn't fully awakened within you, right?
That's correct.
So the two brightest radiant lights would be a paladin and a cleric, or a healing mage.
Yeah.
So if you're evil, what is the biggest threat that you have?
Or two radiant beings, of course.
So maybe it's easier for them to do this because they stick out like a sore thumb.
Was it not mentioned earlier that this may have something to do with some mechanized being and technology and stuff? Aren't you
And
two from a technologically advanced country?
also the the interference here reminds me of when we were on that island. Remember, Arya?
Yeah.
It's it's when something more on the divine side's essence spread. I want to say spread. Yeah, spreads everywhere, and it interferes with everyone else's connection to, I guess you could say, to the weave of magic.
It definitely is something going on here like that, I would agree. I have experience with dreams doing this kind of stuff, but I haven't experienced it at all since I've been here.
That's why I feel like Celti is here, because if they're draining her and
They're
she's
doing
who
this
she
too.
is,
I wonder.
and she's interfering because she has divine essence.
True.
I wonder. Hmm. That. This is a long shot, so it's probably not true. That this house has. This.
Comes under it.
They have that technology, right?
They have some technology, but not the same as
The
Ranchero.
was like the Brotherhood brought it with them.
Yeah, but mm,
That's only 6 seconds.
remember how I said I think that the people working with the technology was similar to possibly the relic?
Mm-hmm.
Something was trying to bang on the door up there with me in it. I don't know if it's related. What?
Maybe maybe when they came here, they did something to the house with them overwatching it, and when you came in and slept there, it picked up that relic inside of you, and since they're looking for stuff like that for to power whatever they're trying to power.
So that brings me to a second point. They're trying to be able to use magic without being a caster. Well, but forgive the terminology, I don't quite understand everything, but just so the average Joe is equal. To do that, they said they needed to do experiments that possibly your father's helping with. So, a one way to gain the ability to cast magic is to do what an artificer does and enchant things to do it for you, right? So,
Yes.
Celti is a powerful being. Aislynn and you are powerful beings. What we go up against, we can say that. Perhaps this draining that's going on is to further their goals. And on top of that, what if some of that draining and enhancing or enchanting is going into the house itself?
That's what I think. I think it's like a leakage. They can't handle too much since they're not as advanced as Ranchiro can do this.
Yeah, the technology is not up to base with the work being done
So they can still get it done, but not as
safely.
or efficiently.
But are they concerned about the safety of it? Because I'm sure other people have noticed. It, I don't think it's worth special in any way, you know what I mean?
I think if they cared, they would have stopped a long time ago. Cause
I'll open the door.
When
Kill, get your buns back here! Stop walking to the house!
when we went to West Run, did we notice like the same type of feel that we get from the estate from the mansion?
Uh, I mean, everything seemed normal from when you guys were actually within Western. It's just tonight is very strange as to compared to normal days. For you, Ern, you haven't really experienced anything too crazy other than what you saw, but
Yeah, like my father's acting weird, but that's yeah, as far as supernatural, I haven't really, I think.
mm,
Um, we did.
So how story
Um,
see in sorry, go ahead.
no, I think last time we convened, we or I don't know if it was we did convene, but the substance that they've been extracting or using to redistribute magical power is called aetherite, I believe, right? Or is that not known?
sure they said Aether.
Like you said, after
What if, like you guys have said, it's like leaking something, or maybe it's just a proximity thing that it's so close to that it's affecting things here at home. But it is odd that I'm not affected. Really, maybe.
For lack of better words, it's kind of like it's out of game. It's kind of like if there was a nuclear plant and people lived like right under it. That after some time, it would you guys wouldn't notice it as much since you kind of live here. But for us, it's like foreign in a way.
So like a miasma.
Yes, yes, Hobbs
Um,
built a top.
um, that's possible. I mean, what if you guys drank a little bit of my blood? I know it's a little gross, but
No,
disgusting.
What?
no.
Not sanitary.
My question. My question on that, just that statement alone. A couple days ago, I needed your blood for testing purposes, right? You were pretty concerned about what was going to be done with it. Drinking your blood all of a sudden?
I mean, if this theory proves, then something in my blood or my body is rendering me immune to whatever effects this thing has over most of you.
I am 100% sure that drinking your blood is not going to be something that I do or allow Aislynn to
It
do.
was a suggestion. It was not a...
Oh, I know you're not demanding it. I'm just saying it's. I mean, you might have HPV or something. I don't.
HPV? What's that?
I may be immune to that. I am immune to this, apparently.
Well,
But,
I I
it's
have
your
a feeling
nightmares.
that there's like two major parts of this. One, of course, them harvesting Celti, and two, that lady in the painting that just disappeared. I think if she's not an actual person, she's a major spirit that's influencing the house, and she's like ingrained herself into it
I think she's
to be
in.
able to move around freely and like have basically like a domain over the house.
I think she's ingrained herself in something else, and I'll look to her on.
Well, I mean, I don't have to be here. I can go back into my room in my giant California king bed and be
How
comfortable, you know?
convenient to go back to the scene of the crime! And I'll point at her.
I mean, we don't know anything for sure, guys.
I'm just
So
kidding.
if
You're
he
good.
wants to rest in his room, that's fine. I'll just join him.
Me too.
So, from what we've said here today, my only conclusion that could get me answers is I'm not the sneaky type. So, me
I know.
asking the commander and seeing if he's lying or not, I think that
mean,
would
There's a
prove
lot of
useful.
people to fight here. So
Okay.
let's approach this diplomatically and try to find out what's going on at first, because for all we know, if there is something going on, and I quotations towards Euron, maybe they're not aware that they're a part of it.
I think Arya is acting suspicious. She just said diplomatic, and that's not in her vocabulary.
Yes, and you're being awfully combative.
Uh,
You know
Going
what?
back up to the. Go ahead.
Oh no. Are you actually walking up to the house?
Yeah, I'm curious about something.
Oh my goodness.
So while you guys are hashing things out, Kyo goes to investigate the house. Is there something on your mind that you wish to carry out?
First thing is going back up. Do I see any of the green light again?
You do not. Everything seems normal.
Well, that ruins that. Okay, never mind.
It's not just gonna be sitting there waiting like, oh, hey, you're back. It's good to see you again. Silverskill saw him bent.
You saw the vent. You remember when Merc vented in front of us? Oh, good times.
Is the door locked?
Nope. You open. You would still see Abner's coat and hat there. Everything looks normal.
I just want to go back to the room across the hall that we saw Aaron's father go into,
Okay.
and see if there's like a light from the bottom of the door or anything, like he would still be awake or.
Okay. You go to that room, and much like the third story, where the doors were grand, wooden doors that are very fancy, with like these kind of carvings, it's there, not upstairs.
The fuck?
It's like the house rearranged itself kind of thing.
You try to look for the light It doesn't seem like anyone's awake on the other side. When you look at the door, you would also see like a keyhole. They could possibly peek in through if you wish.
Ooh.
I don't even know if I have dark vision. Let me see if there's
You
the light
should. You're
on.
half elf.
You can also say you haven't checked to see if the door was locked either.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Yeah,
Damn.
true.
I would look through the keyhole.
Okay. You look through. It's a very tight spot. Not much to see, but you do see. What's that thing? A bed rest. You would see it from like the front, so you're seeing like the back of the headrest. You would see someone covered, sleeping on top of like their very large bed. The person is breathing. You would kind of see movement here and there. That's a similar, someone breathing. But you stay there
I
for
would.
about a moment, and everything looks fine.
I want to try to as quiet as I can, and I realize
Whoops.
heavy armor and all that, but as quiet as I can. I want to try to open the door, and as I do, do divine sense.
Good ring. Okay. So as you begin to open the door, like pulling down this, it's one of those handles that kind of, it's like a singular handle for this door. Rather more than a doorknob, it's like one that's kind of like you just push downward.
Okay.
As you begin to push downward, you cast Divine Sense and this very disgusting aura. Before you even open the door, this aura just hits you. It's like the smell of just straight, like old garbage, and just it's very unsettling. Like it hits you pretty hard.
So just like coming from the room, as far as I can tell. Okay. If I've opened the door at all, I'm gonna try to close it quietly.
I would say when you cast Divine Sense, the door wasn't open completely, but you had the door latch down. You can proceed to open, or you can just let go of the latch and
Ooh.
walk away.
Yeah, if I didn't have it open, I would open it.
Okay. But yeah, you kind of leave everything as it was, and everything's fine. Down the hall, you would begin to hear some movement.
They
And then
sleep
you would
in this
see,
place? What the fuck?
then you would see Adler exiting his room, and he kind of looks like he's making his rounds. He has a cup in his hand. It kind of gives off a steam, something warm that he's drinking. Still awake, I see. You can see him
Yeah,
to this cup.
having a little trouble sleeping. What are you what are you drinking?
It's just coffee.
Oh, well, that's not gonna help. I was hoping like for some warm milk or something.
What the? A caffeinated drink.
I mean, I'm sure there's perhaps some
Decaf coffee.
servants here that could help you out if you need be. I'm just kind of doing my rounds. It's been about an hour.
Do you mind if I tag along?
No, not really. That we're a bit surprised more than You know what? Just go ahead. You guys begin traversing along the kind of mansion grounds. The way he does his is he'll go outside first, grabbing his coat and his hat. You'll see him patrol like the kind of perimeter along the fence. So you guys would see Kill walking alongside Adler at this point, kind of walking along the fence yard of the mansion grounds. We would say at the end of your guys' kind of hashing out, you would see them together walking. At this point, you guys complete your route there with the outer perimeter, and then he conducts one on the outside of the house. Roll perception, 2 perceptions, one for the outer, and then as you're doing this inner perimeter.
Oh.
Okay. The only thing you could probably make out is that there is a local graveyard here. That perhaps that's where they keep some of their family members, where they lay them to rest. You would also
Grounds,
see,
right?
you would also see a very grand fountain in the middle, placed in the middle of like a grand kind of garden. And then that's about it with the 4s for the. As you guys patrol the kind of more inner perimeter there, you guys stop at the front. You're a very cautious man, aren't you?
Try to know what's going on around us.
What's going on? I'm interested to know. Seems this place has all spooked you out of your rooms.
I think sleep is just tough to find in a new place.
Are you sure that's it? Because I understand if you want to keep things to yourself. I can't quite do my job if information is not being passed down.
As far as I know, and I just tend to look out over some of them. So
All right, suit yourself. The rest of my checks require that of just seeing if some doors remain locked, and if not, then I simply lock them myself.
you lock all the outside doors.
Yeah, just well, you guys would have done that for your inner perimeter check. So any outside doors of the actual manor, you would have checked. And yeah, they're locked. But now he's exclaiming that inside, that certain doors inside are supposed to remain locked.
Tell me which ones.
You want me to tell you which one?
Well, if there's places that we shouldn't be venturing into, I don't want to cause any problems. So if there's places we shouldn't be, it would be good to know.
As long as you're not on the 3rd story or the east wing of the manor, should be fine.
So all of the 3rd story and east wing, okay?
Well, generally the 3rd story of the east wing.
Oh, 3rd story
Alright.
of the east wing. I gotcha.
Sorry if I mix things up. It is rather late.
It is. May we both find some rest tonight, or today maybe.
I wish I could. Still have about 2 hours remaining. But I do hope you can find some rest. You're looking a bit tired.
Oh, with my restlessness, I appreciate you letting me walk along with you.
You know, I always found these to help, so if you care to indulge, it's up to you. He'd hand you one smoke.
I will take it and say I appreciate it, and I will let you get back to your duties for the rest of your shift.
All right. You see him walk
And
back inside.
I'll take my leave.
Okay. Everyone, you begin to see Keel return.
You'd see me polishing
And-
my slapping hand.
Anything amiss inside? No?
Sorry,
Anything amiss inside
I
the
mean,
mansion?
it all seemed okay.
See? Maybe
Um,
it was an off night.
And roll my eyes. Okay, you can keep being naive.
Oh, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black there?
A nice little smug.
Naive is not the word you were
So-
looking for, Aislynn.
the little bit that I saw with the graveyard and the fountain, Ron,
Graveyard?
Is it just your family on the graveyard? And the grave or that?
I would assume so. I mean, it's there could be an off person or two, maybe adopted, whatever. But
Where
for
is
the
this
most part,
graveyard?
it's right over there, and I would point to wherever I think it is.
Yeah, you know it.
If I go inspect the graveyard, do I see, like, maybe the zombies came from there anywhere? Like, any of the graves disturbed?
Roll survival.
If she's going close to the graveyard, I'm going with her, obviously.
Yeah, she ain't
She
going
ain't
by
going-
herself.
She ain't going to a graveyard.
Oh, we'll assume you guys are all together.
Oh my goodness.
Son of a bitch! Alright, we're good.
I mean, I just saw a bunch of zombies, and I just got told of a graveyard on site, so...
Catacombs underneath too, which you're aware of as well.
Okay. With a 16, I kind of look around, and the ground is undisturbed.
I wonder where
A
those...
lot of the kind of tomb, like the... What do they call them? Tombstones, right?
The
Yeah.
mausoleums?
Yeah, there's a mausoleum there. There's a few very grand tombstones there as well.
Would I be able to tell? I'm pretty sure it's quite fresh still where my mother was buried.
Where she was buried, you would see a grand mausoleum. That's very that would stick out more so than most. Would it be up on this very kind of crooked hill?
I should have gone there first as soon as we got here, but do you guys mind if, you know?
Is this your mother's?
I would.
Yeah.
I'll, get down on the ground and
Try this.
cast orchids like I did for Jetsu around her mausoleum.
Okay. Much like before in Kurai, these orchids are created and they kind of flourish. Then a minute passes by, and they begin to wilt.
A frown.
Inspect the ground.
Okay. I assume you're using Arcana.
Well, we can do a couple things.
Can I cast
So
detect magic on the ground? After he does his thing.
nah, if you're doing it, I don't need to do it now.
Oh, was that what you were gonna do?
Yeah, I was gonna do
Sorry.
that and then Arcana. So I'll do Arcana while she's doing that.
Okay. So then
We'll
go
tag
ahead,
team this bitch.
Yeah.
detect
Fortune's
and
favor.
roll Arcana with advantage.
Oh, okay, I guess. And then my fortune's favor. Jesus Christ.
I can't help you with checks. Sorry.
Y'all are horrible.
Do
Y'all
I-
to help with Arcana?
Do I
Can
roll
I
Arcana
Arcana?
too?
You're gonna be helpful? Please.
Can I help with the Arcana? Like, just do my own.
You can try, yes.
Bam.
I get
Are you gonna
Seems
cast
like
detect magic?
I'm the most magically talented one here.
You better stop. Yeah, I'm casting detect magic.
While they're inspecting the ground, I think I would just go ahead and go inside. If it's open, go inside the mausoleum.
Easily enough. There's a latch that you can just kind of lift up and open the gates. Detect magic. You cast detect magic. I would say the aura you sense is that was being created not too long ago around the mausoleum, that of a flower. You would see it begin to get like sapped. That
What?
energy, that kind of archaic magic being sapped.
So it's absorbing the energy of the magic.
And it's not from just the ground, but you'd see it dissipate with even in the air.
I'll look at Arya.
Someone should follow Uran,
Anything else?
just to make sure he's okay.
For you, Ko, you're not very inept in the way of casting spells, but you do kind of get a sense that this area is a bit similar to that of a certain island.
I don't like that at all.
Oh no.
That means if
The
I
woman
feel
with the
that
black
way,
hair.
Pardon. Wait, what?
if I
And
feel that way, I'm gonna go with Orin because I don't want,
Think for that follow,
if
snipe.
it's like how it was there, I don't want two casters together who can't cast certain spells because I would be done.
That would
So I'm gonna
explain why
go
our spells are fizzling out.
Orin, wait up, and just like skip after.
I would follow. Ah, shit. I would follow too.
Okay. Urin, it's dark, but your dark vision helps you to navigate this kind of darkened tomb. Inside, it is very well kept, clean. Seems like fresh flowers are placed here every so often. You see the grave of your mother and a very grand sarcophagus has been made for her in marble. There'd be a very nice picture of her painted by that of the same design as your father's works, so you can assume that he did it himself.
I'm just gonna put my hand on on the sarcophagus or whatever, and be like, I'm home. And just stay quiet.
Okay. It's not long before you begin hearing footfalls behind you, and your allies rejoin you within the final resting place of your mother.
I let them go and I didn't follow.
Okay.
But I would cast Dark Vision on myself.
All right.
While I have my hand on her grave, would I sense anything from the blade? Oh, that rhymed. Sorry.
Get out of here, Bard.
You pull the blade out and you look to it. You begin to hear a dripping sound. You look to the kind of area where the blade is at its point. And you begin to see blood dripping from the tip of it. As the blood begins to drip onto the floor, you see these small hands begin to smear it on the floor, making a sign. When I mean sign, I mean words, sorry.
Oh, what does it say?
You begin to watch intently. You see an E, an M, followed by PTY.
Oh
And that's where we'll end session.
no!
Oh no! It's so good though. Dun dun dun! Your dad killed your mom, and the body's not there.
I mean, didn't he see a vision though of her death? Or were you just told? I can't remember.
We heard a gun. They were arguing, and there was a gunshot. Whether or not her body's in here,
Oh no, I mean with the Isra killing her thing. Remember when she was in Vasselheim looking for you?
maybe it was tampered. It was one of those dreams with
No, that's
an
what just
Enra.
checking.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't see the vision of her dying in with Isra. The father told, or
I think we
He got
called,
told.
right? Then did I make
Yeah,
you
you
call?
called, and the
Yeah.
father said that. I
Oh,
mean, obviously, he wouldn't admit to.
Yeah, and then he
Murdered.
said that she died in Morocco looking for me.
okay. Hell of
Oh.
a fucking session, Gary.
This is fine. I'm not gonna lie, the whole girl thing gives me the creepy crawlies every time.
how was a panicked Aislynn?
Even your chat thought that was on point.
I had to get up and get
Yeah.
water. I was so thirsty after that. I was like
That was
actually
good.
pointing and shit.
I mean, she seems friendly. She did tell us some clue.
Okay, I'm
He
gonna.
did.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Didn't
that he
reveal it
hasn't
to
told
her.
us. He like you still haven't told us that she was pointing at the relic in my body.
Maybe Ern's got other motivations, you know.
Yeah, dun dun dun, sus as fuck.
Well, ironically, I'm not saying this is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Euron's father did kill his mother, it's not like Euron's father would actually want to kill his mother.
Yeah.
But
we
one thing that both Euron and his father have now. That blade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So on an off chance, because there's a lot of things that leave question, right? So dispel and all that good stuff not working, that could be explained with Enma's mist, right? But at the gravity things are working. It in some cases, a powerful necromancer or mage of some sort or deity will create an object that causes things to happen, right? And we can't do anything until that object's gone. Considering the kind of campaign we're doing, it could be something like that as well.
Mm.
I'm not saying it's necessarily the blade, but it could be something like in the catacombs, you know. So, I mean, keeping an eye out for things that are out of ordinary, definitely good. And Aislynn was killing it today.
That was really fun. I think I went a little too crazy there, but
Even Keo, man. Keo did work too.
I just like to Garrett was like, I'm enjoying this.
Keo,
right
you
now.
better get your ass in here. I got a lot going on. You take care of her.
You thank you. I need a hug right now. You feel nice. But
Well,
I'm,
you know, you gotta.
No, I get it.
He was a little like.
On edge as a
Oh.
paladin with undead? Yep, this makes sense, right?
Well, yeah, that was like the letter that he wrote to Iceland that, you know, as far as he knows, hasn't read, but then got slapped, and that's a whole nother thing at this point.
Oh, I'd punch her back. Man. Let her assert dominance. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You don't want dad problems.
No, it's
Or is
it's
it
good.
Papa? I can't
There's
remember.
a lot going on at the moment.
I
She's
like
just-
the murder
She's just
mystery.
really
Oof.
mad that you were about to give up your soul.
Yeah.
I just
But
I
I'll
just
be right
want to
back.
fight something.
I'm gonna end stream, so I'll be back. All right, everyone. That is it for not Wild Mount. Sorry, that's Sunday session for Kurai. If you're new here, thank you guys for the follows. We do D&D every Sunday and Wednesday. Sundays is Wild Mount campaign where I play a shadow sork named Line, who is a tiefling. And thank you for the follow. And then on Wednesdays is our Kurai campaign where I'm playing Aislynn. Well, thank you. I guess better late than never. But yeah, as far as the rest of regular streams, that's gonna kind of have to be put off for now because my video card is dying, and I'm kind of just using my drawing tablet as a monitor right now until I can get a new one when taxes come in. So no games or anything at the time being. Maybe some doodle streams, but for now, just D&D on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then everything will come back once I get a video card. But thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the session. They're really fun. And then hope to see you on Sunday when we have Wildmount campaign. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye!